Batarang versus Batarang. Thwip versus Thwip. Suit versus Suit. It's going to be the battle of Spider-Mans and Batmans on this episode of Nonsense. Alright, welcome back everyone to another episode of Nonsense. I'm your host, F&B Bob, and I'm joined with Kelly.
Hey everyone.
And Rucka.
Wow.
Long time no see. Everybody's back together for one, and I figured this would be the best episode for everyone to do together. So, as you heard in the beginning, and as I was promising for at least a week now, Batmans versus Batman, Spider-Mans versus Spider-Mans, and if we come up with somebody else in between, we will knock them out quickly. But there's been 1,000 Batmans and there's been 1,000 Spider-Mans. So it's finally time to find out who reigns supremes. So, should we start with Batman? Batman's probably going to be the longer version of the conversation.
Ask you this first.
What's that?
Who would win a fight
Between
Spider-Man and Batman? Nah.
That I would probably give up to actually Spider-Man.
What?
Why?
You crazy?
Well, here's the reason. For one, I mean, obviously they're both from different worlds in general, so if we take all the basic stuff out, Batman definitely has a contingency plan for everyone. Problem is that Spider-Man doesn't have a weakness.
What you mean? He got a weakness? He get his ass kicked too.
Yeah, I mean, you can beat him down, but that's about it. I don't see Batman going toe-to-toe in a hands-to-hand combat with Spider-Man.
He's not a real mutant like that, man. You know I love my Spidey, but Batman, he done took down Superman. So you can't tell me you wouldn't have a problem.
Yeah, but
with
that's
Spider-Man.
the thing. He took Superman down with kryptonite.
Oh, he figured it out. I don't care what
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, he had a weakness that he could exploit. So, without having a weakness to exploit, you just got to go toe-to-toe with somebody. And I'm sorry, Batman is just flat-out human.
Are you giving Batman all his gadgets?
Yeah.
All his stuff?
Which Spider-Man pretty much mimics with his own. If you got a throwing item, Spider-Man has webs. If you got his grappling hook, Spider-Man has webs, mind you. So, with one gadget, he's outdoing all of Batman's.
I don't agree.
All you got is vehicles and missiles. And most of that doesn't kill Spider-Man anyway. You've seen it and you've played the game. Spider-Man can get shot with a missile, web it, and throw it right back at you. I'd love to see Batman get up from getting hit with his own missile.
He wouldn't even be around in the vicinity to even get hit with it.
So then what is Batman going to actually do to win that fight?
I mean, he going to figure out what he running off of. Like, you know, Spider-Man got bit by a little bug or whatever. Shit, Batman probably come up with a bed bug to bite him with. I don't know.
Well,
suck the juice about it.
A bed bug to shut up. Well, then that'll lead better into our conversation, because maybe if we decide who's the better of the two, the best version of each, then we can have that argument at the end.
All right.
Because depending on the Batman, certain Batmans ain't going to be able to pull any version of a fight off of Spider-Man. Because I'll tell you this much. What's the last Batman? Not Ben Affleck, before him.
What?
The raspy sounding Batman.
Deep voice.
Dark Knight Batman.
One that need holes. I don't like that.
Exactly. Right. So he ain't beating Spider-Man by a long shot.
Okay, I give you that.
Whichever Batman was in the Dark Knight, I have no respect for him.
Yeah.
Christian
Bale. Thank you.
There you go. Okay. Yeah, dude.
So Christian Bale ain't got a chance. Let's just one topic at a time.
All right.
Batman, best of all time Batman. So I guess we all are omitting Christian Bale's Batman.
I don't like that one. I don't know.
I think he has a tank for a car, which is dope compared to all the other ones, but Well, no, because you know what? I'll give him that little bit of edge, because I think he's the only Batman that had, like, the Batmobile that could turn into the motorcycle. So he kind of ripped off Spy Hunter a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
But that's about it. Like, he had the doper setup of those. And then I think his little Bat Jet dropped his car off a couple good times. So, versatility in that was great. But that's about all I'm going to give him. The only thing he really had was maybe the second best Joker to boost him up.
Well, I actually kind of liked the, which one was that? You know I liked it, the Michael Keaton one.
Michael Keaton is probably one of my favorites. That's the one that we watched last.
That's the smooth one, man. He was too smooth with it.
Smooth?
Yeah.
I wouldn't call him smooth.
He was smooth.
He was interested. he was still riding the waves. The way he portrayed Batman, he was definitely still riding the waves of Beetlejuice. And he brought Beetlejuice to Batman. Because he was a little out of his mind. I think the fact, I just didn't like that he broke a lot of Batman rules as the Batman. He let somebody get too close to him. He had somebody in the Batcave, like day one.
Vicky Vale, you know.
Yeah. I don't care who you are, you shouldn't be in the Batcave.
Especially not bitches.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's a
Bringing
good...
a bitch into the Batcave. No.
Yeah.
For no reason. And mind you, he didn't even have a saying about it. Alfred brought him in.
Yeah.
Brought in.
Yeah.
Alfred ain't shit.
That Alfred should be fired.
Yeah, that one.
No, Christian Bale's Alfred should be fired first. Then that Alfred.
All of Alfred's are terrible.
So I give you parts of Michael Keaton's Batman. That's probably
my favorite.
That's my second favorite.
Your second.
My second favorite Batman. Because I still knock him for the neck. They didn't give him no room to maneuver in his neck to save his life. He had to shift shoulders and all
Still.
to look up and down.
He was a little cocky in that suit. That's all.
That wasn't cocky. He was stocky in the suit. That's the wrong word for one. He was very stocky in the suit, and he couldn't move. So that gives him blind spots because he can't maneuver.
But he had probably the best armor because you couldn't get through all that Teflon, whatever the hell
I
it
would
was.
say it's the best armor. If anybody had the best armor, that's terrible Ben Affleck's.
Oh,
because he actually was wearing armor.
Yeah, you're right. Okay,
But he also looks retarded.
best armor. Okay, I'll give you that one. Smoothness, man.
So you going off of what's his name? As his
Keaton.
alter ego.
Michael Keaton.
But as his alter ego, not Batman, because he is not the smoothest Batman character. No. If you just want to go smoothest character as Batman, that's George Clooney. George Clooney is the smoothest Batman.
George Clooney was a hoe.
Exactly. Smooth.
He was gonna die soon. Either way it went. Yeah, come on to the Batcave.
George Clooney's Batman, and I put this on the podcast. Everybody's seen it on the Facebook page. That George Clooney had the Bat card. That man had his own Batman Bat credit card with unlimited amounts of money, expiration date forever.
See, look. That was the baller one.
That was balling Batman. He had all the money. He was sitting there betting on Poison Ivy. Like, it ain't getting no better than that. If you want to talk smooth, that's Clooney.
Well, where you put Adam West at?
Adam West is number one.
I knew you was going to say that.
There is no other Batman than Adam West's Batman.
Oh, my
And I'm going to
goodness.
give you the same argument I gave you back in the wrestling episode.
Oh, here we
Just
go.
like not Hulk Hogan. Macho Man was a wrestler in and out all day, every day. Adam West was always Batman. No matter what he was doing, what he had to do, Adam West was always Batman.
Pow, bang, zoom.
Exactly.
Batman. That's the one you like.
That's the good Batman. Ain't no better Batman.
Kapow.
Why? Did any other Batman have a theme song?
He climbed that same dry-ass wall with Robin every episode. We gonna get up here. I don't know what they were climbing that wall for.
And exactly, but they're not ever. They mimicked that in Eminem's music video. That's how classic and iconic that is. Everybody mimics that maneuver. Everybody wants to be Batman and Robin of that era. Everybody say G. Willikers Batman because of that Batman and Robin. That is the Batman. He had the OG Batmobile.
But what makes him better than the other ones?
Simple. Very simple. Adam West Batman is always prepared. That Batman has always had every gadget he needed on deck, every weapon, item. Oh, you dump it in the Shark Tank, he got Shark Tank repellent. If you got to take care of a bomb, I got everything I need to defuse them. He forever ready.
His bat belt was loaded with too much garbage.
Had
I will give you that.
On deck. But that's the thing. See, all the other Batmans, they might have it. They know how to get it, but they ain't got it ready.
You take that belt from him, he is nothing.
But has anybody ever take that belt from him?
I think a few episodes. I think the Penguin got him a couple times, man. If I ain't mistaken.
Penguin gets every Batman, though. Penguin is probably the best Bat villain that ever got Batman. Every rip.
The grossest.
True enough. Especially DeVito's Batman. Danny DeVito's Batman is sick.
Little bit.
That was kind of nasty.
Little nasty.
But that's on top of the fact that Tim Burton wrote that one, so Tim Burton had to make it gross for no reason.
Yeah, that's where he was at.
It's always gross and unnecessarily dark.
Very, very. But at least I would give him the fact that he learned from his mistakes on letting Vicky Vale in the Batcave and knocked unconscious in the second one.
But you could shoot Adam West. Pow! He gonna die.
No, because he would have just happened to have a bulletproof vest on that day. He
Why
was
no
always
bulletproof
ready.
vest back then.
Shut up! Don't even start that argument because you're finna lose that argument 6 ways or something.
Candy outfit he had on.
He probably had it. He probably wouldn't even need it because he would have bullet repellent. The man was always ready, is what I'm saying.
Repellent.
He had repellent for everything. I think he had booby trap
He was
repellent.
the best fist fighter. How about
hands
that?
down, he had the one-hitter quitter. Ain't no other Batman had a one-hitter quitter.
I give you that.
He punched you and the whole screen changed colors. His horns and pianos playing in the background because you got hit so hard.
Man. All right, well, I'll give you that.
So Adam West by a long shot.
For you. I'm still going with you. That's for you.
Michael Keaton is my favorite Batman, and the reason why I give him 2 is because he had the iconic Batmobile.
Yeah.
The iconic Batmobile. Anybody who ever thought Batmobile,
Anything
he had that one.
Yeah.
That's the right Batmobile.
Every button, he had all the buttons already.
All the buttons and gadgets and the armor. Because remember, you seen it the other day when we watched it. He pushed a button and armor just popped up on it. And it was good to go. Self-driving. No, he was the Tesla before Teslas.
Right.
He had it all figured out. Just couldn't move his neck to save his life.
No. He didn't need it.
He was one of them dudes that you could probably shank. You could have stabbed that Batman easy. Because he wouldn't be able to see what was coming up behind him. What's going on over here? I can't see.
Well,
who is this at my 6?
You asked me, Val Kilmer was the worst one.
Oh yeah, Gary, hands down. You know what it was? And it wasn't even him being Batman, because he was the one with the nipple suit, ain't it?
No, what is that?
I don't know. One of the Batmans just had nipples on the suit for no reason.
It was nipples on the suit?
On one of the suits. All right, I'm going to look that one up. While you discuss Val Kilmer, I will look up.
Because I didn't like Val Kilmer. I never paid attention to his nipples, but...
Well, I'm telling you, whoever had the nipples on the suit, you couldn't miss them.
That was just terrible. But he was by far the worst one. Acting, fighting, I just know.
Yeah, but you know what did it for me? His retarded, ignorant-sized lips sticking out of his bat suit.
Goofy pink lips sitting out there.
This man looked like a baboon.
Having problems with poison ivy. Like, are you serious? Or was it Mr. Freeze? It was one of them.
No, that was George Clooney that had Ivy and Mr. Freeze.
Okay.
And he handled both of them, no problem.
That was terrible. Terrible.
I don't even know what was his villain. I know. The Riddler, Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
Jim Carrey. Because he saved that movie.
He the one that saved that movie. Exactly. That movie was tough.
Yeah, that was terrible. That was the George Clooney suit. My bad. His suit had the nipples on it.
Clooney, no. Unnecessary. What comes out of those?
No.
I don't think you want to know.
If it was Adam West, he would have had a reason for those. He'd have thrown something in there, some form of repellent.
Rubber nipples.
Right, that was ignorant. That is a terrible suit.
That was terrible.
But look at Val Kilmer though. No, he had the nipple suit too. That is nasty.
I gotta protect them, I guess. Sensitive nipple.
Val Kilmer looked like you would just smack his lips and he'd fall out.
Yeah, you got me.
Just blah, 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 get down.
Yeah, dribble lip. Terrible.
I can't even respect his Batman just because
just
his
off
lips.
his lips. You gotta have a strong chin and some tight lips
He
to be
definitely
Batman.
right. I swear that is a problem.
You got them old kissable looking lips. I don't respect you.
That is a problem and a half.
What a look at that. No.
I ain't even taking him seriously. Look, but see, George Clooney brought the crew together though, because he had the OG Robin, because that was probably the best Robin they ever got too in the movies. Movies, I think that was the best acting Robin, and then he had Batgirl as well. I don't think any other movie had the full crew together.
Why she ain't got rubber nipples? He got rubber nipples. Where hers at?
Well, because he had to give Robin the nipple suit so he could have the better suit. I don't know.
I'm done.
No, she got pointy nipples too.
Nah.
It ain't as pointed as his. I have no idea, but that's what I'm saying. Like, this is distracting. I don't know why they had to put nipples on anybody's suit.
Very distracting.
See, that's why Adam West had the best suit. He didn't need, titty armor.
Exactly.
He just had tight suit and he was good. He had utility belt and he was ready to go.
How was Ben Affleck's? I think Ben Affleck's was pretty good.
No, because he just ended up shooting Superman with a shotgun halfway through the movie.
Hey, he did what he had to do.
I'm not dealing with that. I just don't like Ben Affleck as a Batman.
You just don't like Ben Affleck.
No, I have less hatred towards Ben Affleck than most people.
I like Affleck.
He ain't bad. I just don't think he doesn't exude Batman to me at all. Like, nothing exudes Batman, or I cannot for the life of me think of his alter ego. What is his normal person's name? Batman. It's Batman and Wayne. Bruce Wayne.
Bruce Wayne. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Jeez.
Could not think of that to save my life. Right. He don't portray Bruce Wayne to me at all.
What?
Clooney portrays Bruce Wayne. Michael Keaton portrays Bruce Wayne.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, I believe them as a rich, multi-millionaire, scientific individual. Like, I believe that character.
Uh-huh.
Ben Affleck looked like he hit the gym in Jersey. Like he eat clam chowder on the weekends. You know what I mean?
Poor little rich kid.
Right. Like, I don't believe he had problems.
He don't have enough darkness to him.
Exactly.
That's
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't believe in his Bruce Wayne, which makes it harder for me to believe in his Batman.
All right, got you on that.
Same thing with the other Batman, the Dark Knight Batman.
Best armor though, I like that.
Yeah, I said he got the thickest armor.
Yeah, you wasn't getting through his
But
armor.
I mean, look what he had to fight. He had to fight Superman, so he needed it.
Yep.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, he adapted. He needed
Ben
it.
Affleck, I like it.
But he towards the middle, maybe middle to the bottom.
Number 2 for me.
Number 2?
Behind Keaton.
He ain't even have but one movie.
I don't care.
That is terrible.
Number 2, Ben Affleck.
He has no track. You know how bad Ben Affleck is a Batman? They had to replace him with Robert Pattinson. They had to get Twilight Vampire to replace him as Batman. That's how bad of a Batman he was.
It was money issues. It was a money thing.
Yeah, because they couldn't afford him, or he couldn't afford to be in the bat suit because he's terrible. Ain't trying to hear that.
Hater.
Second to the bottom now. Now he done moved further down because you're going to defend him.
Keaton, Affleck, Clooney for me.
Keaton, Affleck, and Clooney.
Yep.
No, Adam West, then Keaton,
Wait.
then Clooney, then Dark Knight because I can't remember his name. Christian Bale. And the only reason I'm thinking of Christian Bale is because he had the second best Joker.
You like the joke? I like the movie, and I like the Joker, but I don't like the Bale.
No, I don't like him at all. But that's what I'm saying. He again portrays Bruce Wayne good enough where I can believe it. Like, I can believe him transitioning into Batman.
Out of all the Batmans, who kicking all the Batman's ass? Adam
West. Did I not introduce the one-hitter quitter?
Just throw the whole thing away. I can't believe you. No armor whatsoever.
Don't need it.
That raggedy ass Cracker Jack belt he got.
He got it all. I'm telling you, once he roll up and go bam, it's over with. Somebody hitting the ground immediately, and it's probably gonna be Ben Affleck.
And then you talking about the Bruce Wayne? That's the worst one. He was cool, happy. It looked like he had no problems ever.
Yeah, because he grew out of it. That's because
He grew out of it.
you gotta remember that Adam West's Batman is Batman for years, which is
Okay,
why I like.
That's the OG. I have no problem.
No, but that's
with
what I'm
the
saying.
OG.
Like that's why I enjoy Adam West is because every Batman after him has to go through the same story movie. It's like, oh, watch his parents get killed, watch him suffer for a few years. It's like I'm tired of seeing it. Same thing when I'm tired of seeing Spider-Man. I don't care about Uncle Ben no more. I don't care about Aunt May no more. It's over with. I done seen it. Get past it. Adam West looked like he been Batman for 30 years. He look like I done seen it. I done been there, done that. Now I just got my super belt. I'm finna go fight crime and go have a
Did you
day.
ever look at Adam West in this suit? It's like he never did a push-up, a sit-up.
He had that old man strength like Hulk Hogan.
Yes.
He had old Hulk Hogan strength.
Oh my goodness.
He probably ate the same vitamins, did the same finger point, and then dropped the leg. I wouldn't be surprised if Adam West dropped a leg drop at one point in his career.
It looked like that was what he's good for. Leg drop. Hold him, Robin.
But you gotta admit this though, Adam West probably the best detective of all Batmans.
Okay, I'll give you that.
So
Figuring out shit and
which is a good chunk of Batman's.
all right. So he's a
career.
good detective. I will not Batman though. I wouldn't give you.
Oh my god!
Batman.
And introduce a one-hitter quitter, the belt,
The one hit.
and then he got the best detective. What else does Batman do except detect, punch, and figure stuff out?
My goodness. Only thing Adam West was good for was getting them dumbass criminals to tell them their whole plot. What are you gonna do with that bomb, Joker? I'm so glad you asked. And they just spill all the beans while he just steady just cutting his neck so we can get loose. Stupid.
Now I'm not gonna. Now I will say this: he will definitely hands down have the worst villains. I think his villains were terrible.
They were dumb.
All of his villains were dumb. But that's not saying much for any of the other villains either. Minus Michael Keaton and Christian Bale having the best Jokers. No one else had a formidable.
Are you serious?
Who?
What's dude's name? Oh my god. Big. I'm gonna fuck you up. What was
Bane?
that? Yes, Bane.
I wish
Best villain.
I wish this podcast had video because you can't see my face. I was nothing until I wore the mask, Batman.
That's okay.
I don't want to hear that.
I liked it, Bane.
Bane is terrible. He's not even the Bane that was actually popular.
Well,
the Bane from all the cartoons. The big swole Mexican, yes. Everybody likes
Bane
that
was
Bane.
ruthless.
I'm not going to watch Bane in a trench coat show up to a football field. How's it going, Batman? Do you like my bombs, Batman?
Oh, you a hater.
How do you like your broken butt now, Batman?
Such a hater.
Profit on this asthmatic mask, Batman.
Such a hater. I liked it, Bane.
I do not like that Bane at all. That is the worst superhero villain of all time. I'd rather watch them fight the Riddler again. I'd rather watch Arnold Schwarzenegger's Mr. Freeze. At least he had jokes.
No, that was terrible. Mr. Freeze was God.
Mr. Freeze was better than Bane. At least I believe Mr. Freeze could at least tackle somebody.
That was terrible. That Arnold Schwarzenegger was terrible.
Well, that's because he could barely speak English at that point.
Talk.
But he threw in pun after pun. I feel the freeze coming on. I'd rather that than how's it going, Batman? Excuse me, Batman. I'm not afraid of that dude at all.
But now you see why I like the Michael Keaton one. It seemed like all the ones after
Michael Keaton had
you didn't
Jack Nicholson Joker.
All the Batmans, all the villains needed subtitles at the bottom. You needed the little bouncing ball to understand what everybody was talking about.
Sure enough. As I said, Michael Keaton is that's why I got him at number 2. It's movies for sure. He killed it with that one, but he had that one and then what? The Penguin right after. Because he had Penguin, Catwoman, or is it Catwoman?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's Catwoman or Catgirl. I don't want to get in trouble for saying it wrong. You know, people get upset when you say stuff like that now.
Catwoman, yeah.
Right.
Batgirl.
Right, Batgirl, Catwoman.
Right.
But there's a Batwoman now that nobody cares about, but they just forced to give her a show.
Who cares?
So that's when you got to be careful who you say now.
I haven't watched it yet.
I'm good. I'm glad you didn't, because you probably ain't missing much either way. Nah, he definitely had the two better villains, because Penguin for sure was up there. I think that Penguin was best Penguin, and then you had Jack Nicholson's Joker, which I think beats every villain version that Batman has ever had.
There you go.
So he definitely had the best, but I'm just still knocking that suit. That neck kills me, dude.
It was a little stiff.
It was very stiff. And he was never discreet at all. Like, I'd never seen him do any detective work, mind you. Never did any detective work. He upset Joker a couple good times, though. Remember when he cut his balloons? My balloon.
Yeah.
He was very upset.
He was upset about
He was very
that.
distraught
But
about
you
that.
actually got upset when he got upset.
Like, I was upset, too. Like, oh, man, they cut his balloons.
Dude, man.
But he also has no accuracy because he shot, 1,000 machine gun bullets, 2 missiles, and missed everything.
Yeah.
While Joker's just like, hitting me. Come on!
He's still like,
Nope! Miss every shot! I wonder how much that cost for him to miss that many shots. That was a lot of Gatling bullets and at least 3-4 missiles. And he just missed everything.
man, those was warning shots.
Oh,
man.
warning shots.
Those was warning shots.
Property damage. That's exactly what DC loves. Extreme property
Get
damage.
that out of DC, yeah. They gonna tear up everything real
Gonna tear
good.
up your entire city to shoot one dude and miss, mind you, the entire time. So now that all that aside, because we didn't tackle all the movie and TV shows, but you didn't touch any of the animated ones.
All right.
Because you got the animated show Batman, which I think probably kills all Batmans.
Really?
Like, he might be the best Batman of all time. It's the animated series Batman. You had Batman Beyond, which nobody really likes much, but I don't think he was that bad. I think Batman Beyond needs a revisit. I think so. I think that's what they should have did with Robert Pattinson instead of rehashing Batman again. Which, mind you, I think they're actually going to do, now that I think about it.
What?
They're going to actually redo Batman Beyond. Or, yeah, Batman Beyond into a movie. Which would have been a good argument for yourself. They're actually bringing Michael Keaton back to play OG Batman in that one.
He's too old now.
That's the point. Batman Beyond is about Batman being older and getting someone else to do it.
Okay, well, that'll make sense, yeah.
So I'm like, that's a good argument for you that out of all Batmans, they brought back Michael Keaton. Because they're like, that is a good Batman to pursue as the old guy.
Batman cartoon. You talking about movies or a TV
No,
show?
the movie. Oh, Jesus
I
Christ.
don't like any of these.
Hold on. How about this? It's 28 minutes in. I'm gonna cut to a quick commercial because I don't want to bore you with what's names with me searching on the internet.
Right.
I give you 5 seconds for a commercial. Enjoy these commercials, and then we'll come back and then I'll actually have a Batman ready. All right, hold on. I'll see you in a second. All right, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed those tasty commercials. So it was just Batman animated series. The WB film, the WB cartoon was the Batman we were talking about.
Yeah.
So it was that Batman, because that also had my guy,
Who was it?
Luke Skywalker. I'm really bad with names today.
Luke Skywalker.
The guy who plays Luke Skywalker, Mark Hamill. That's the guy that played Joker.
Oh.
So the hands down best Joker, with the hands down best Batman. I
That
think
was some really good animation too. Like,
Yeah,
that
For the
Joker-
days, yeah.
for that era was 92.
I never knew.
Yeah. That probably to me is probably the best portrayal of Batman. It was dark, it was gritty, it was serious, extreme detective work all the way throughout the series. Had all the better gadgets. He wasn't as quite prepared as other Batmans, but he knew how to handle himself. And he probably dealt with the most advanced version of Batman villains. He had to deal with, was it the Crow? Or the Scarecrow?
Scarecrow.
He had to deal with Scarecrow, Joker consistently, Two-Face.
Joker, all the enemies.
Yeah, every last one he had to run through.
Mr.
Harley Quinn,
Freeze.
Mr. Freeze. Like, he had to deal with everybody. Granted, it was a series, so understandably he had more time to deal with all, but he definitely dealt with the harshest stuff all the way through.
Yeah, and he still had his little dark story he went through.
Yep.
Yeah, well, that was a nice, well-rounded Batman.
Yep. So that Batman I give you. After that,
Garbage. I'm looking at all of them.
Right, all other animated
Batman Under the Hood. I don't know if he fixed on his car. That's garbage.
Under the Hood.
Under the Red Hood. My bad.
Oh no, that was a good one.
That was a good one.
Have you seen it? No, because see, you don't respect Red Hood. I think Red Hood was probably one of his closest arch nemesis, and the greatest story arc of Batman, including the Red Hood. Because you know that Red Hood is Dick Grayson.
Right.
So having one of his Robins go to the dark side and become a villain technically, and then being able to pull him back as a hero after so long. Great storyline. I think that's a great storyline. I don't know. I don't remember which movie that was that you showed me where Batman was doing something, and then like the villain showed up, punched the dude in the face, and as he got hit, he ran away all in one motion.
Oh yeah.
I do not remember the name of that Batman movie. But you showed me that, and he was like, psh, ah, and he ran away.
You gotta wait. One good punch. Get the hell on, Batman. I'm gone. I love that one. Yeah.
So between that, but yeah, Batman the Animated Series, one of the best Batmans. I think the Arkham series Batman though, for the video games, probably destroys a lot of people's Batman.
Tearing up everything. I give you that one.
I think he had it right because they got the Batman Animated Series voice actor to portray that Batman. They got Mark Hamill to come back and play Joker. Dude, that's the first time I actually had nightmares thinking about some of Batman's villains.
Damn.
And they definitely portrayed the darkness of that very well. Very, very well. And it had a few jump scares in that for me. I jumped hard when Man-Bat showed up. I was just, floating around the city, hit the grappling hook on one of the buildings, came up, and then he was just chilling on the edge of the building. Stared me dead in the face, knocked me down, and then flew off. And I'm like, what was that? Who was that? I don't want no parts of that. I'm out of here.
Damn. that game gave you some.
That's probably the scariest game I never played. I done played Resident Evils. I done played horror games. Batman, though, that done got me a couple times. That done got me a couple good times. Killer Croc?
I don't know.
I don't mess with sewers in the first place, and you got giant crocodile monsters hanging around. No, I'm good. Y'all tripping.
What's the Batman with the ninjas and shit? I don't really understand that one. He got trained by ninjas and shit too?
Yeah, oh my god, what is her name? That's pretty much like his longest relationship was with that female.
When did he have time to do all that? Get trained by ninjas?
Yeah, he got retrained by females and learned like ninja arts or something like that. I don't remember that. Somebody's gonna chew me alive for that.
Yep, I hope they do.
Because I know that one. No, not Ninja Batman, because that's a whole nother shit. That's incredible too. I don't know if you ever seen this. They just pretty much just took Batman, the whole Batman series, and dropped them in like ancient China or something. And it probably has the best looking animation. Look at that.
Why does Robin look like he going bald?
Because he was old.
What is going on?
He was like an old midget or something like that.
Hair flying with the pizza head flying.
But it looks dope though. Look at Batman's suit in that one. He had a full samurai sword get up. Dope armor. Real good animation. It wasn't Batman. They just kind of made, I think it was like a samurai movie.
Did Robin wrong, man. Look, it looked like Gorilla Glue Batman. Robin.
Gorilla Glue Batman. You terrible. That is way too close to right now.
All right. My bad.
It's terrible. Leave that lady alone.
All right.
But it looks cool. I haven't seen it yet. If anybody that's listening now, please, if you've seen the Batman, then just let me know if it's good. I kind of want to watch that.
It looks interesting.
It definitely looks interesting. I like the suits and the armor and all the get up. That's
got
dope
toys?
action figure. Yeah. Look at that Joker though.
That Joker.
Oh yeah, that Joker.
That is a psychotic looking Joker.
I like that. Yeah. See. Can they see what we see? That look good.
No, they can't see. But I'll throw a picture up. Shut up. I'll put a picture up on Facebook so everybody can have a chance at looking at it.
Kills, break the tie. Well, no, you ain't got to break the tie because we all the way off. Best Batman.
Out of our arguments, I guess you could say.
Your arguments. I think if you're going equipment-wise, Adam West has got all the equipment. Right?
All the equipment?
He's got all
One
the
belt?
equipment.
Oh, my
But that belt has all the repellents. All the stuff.
I finna look this belt up.
No, listen.
Let's see if this on Amazon. I bet they sell that belt on Amazon. All the repellents. All right, okay, all
He's
right.
got, you know, if you're going by stuff.
Listen, look at that Batman. You can't tell me that Batman don't look like he well equipped for the day.
That Batman look well fed. I'm not trying to hear nothing you talking about with this Adam West with them Drew on eyebrows.
That's on the suit. That ain't got nothing to do with him.
Don't care. Terrible. Lazy looking. Look, lazy as hell. He got all the equipment.
You got all you need. That's all you need ready.
I wish they could see the picture of him. All the equipment.
Look at that iconic holding the bomb scene where he carried a bomb. You know, ducked and dodged nuns in the middle of Times Square or something. No, that was the pier. He was running down the pier. Ducking and dodging old nuns. Trying to save them with the bomb.
I like Adam West.
He was ready to go.
They don't.
He had the theme song. At the end of the day, which other Batman had the theme song?
Dunna.
Batman, nigga. don't mess it up.
Shit. I'm sorry. That's serious with me. Dunna Batman, nigga. Whoa. My bad. All right. You win that argument. I want no problems.
I'm just saying, like you can't tell me somebody else. Only other person that got a decent theme song is maybe the Tim Burton Batman. He had the iconic sound theme song. Don't nobody like that theme song. Batman.
I was forced to watch this Batman because nothing else on back then. So.
That's the greatness of Batman because he ruled TV. That Batman was ready. He had the bat phone. Not many people mimic that. The Powerpuff Girls ripped that off.
Yeah, they did.
Because they wish they was this Batman.
Terrible.
They wish they was this Batman. They can't even have that kind of level of Batman skills. He was Batman so skilled that when he went to other TV shows, still Batman. He was on the Fairly Odd Parents. He was Catman then. You know that was Batman.
That was Batman.
We all knew that was Batman. You ain't fooling nobody.
He's just the OG of the Batman.
That's
man.
it. But you gotta respect that high level. There's only one other Batman that could top all of these Batmans together, and that is Lego Batman. Lego Batman is the only other great Batman. But that's about it.
Yeah.
Lego Batman.
On the cartoon side, I'll give you the cartoon.
He was dark. He was broody. He had all the weapons and equipment. He was smarter than everybody.
Yeah.
Lego Batman.
I like Lego Batman.
And he was the funniest.
Yeah.
He was hands down the funniest. I remember when he broke into he kicked in the door at the police station when the criminals took it over. And that criminal ran out and fell down on his face all the way downstairs. It's hilarious. And it was a little Lego piece, so it was like all the way downstairs. So anyway, go ahead, back to Kelly.
No. My Batman is always Christian Bale. That's my Batman.
That's your Batman.
That's my Batman.
Man crush Batman.
What?
I don't think it could be a man crush if she's a woman.
What else?
I don't think that's how that works.
No. Whatever.
No.
But other than
she liked the Bill. All right.
Yeah, I like Bale.
Why?
I think he had the cool car. I think he did have a cool car.
Yeah.
I understand.
It was a tank, but cool car. I
tank, whatever. I don't know. That one was like the first one I guess I saw. Okay. So that one resonated with me.
Okay.
That's what I know as Batman.
Oh, because that's the first one you've seen.
Yeah.
Oh.
But based upon our arguments,
right.
you saying that Adam West is your next best.
Yeah.
Well equipped.
Based on equipment.
There you go.
Since he can, get rid of everything.
He was ready at all times.
Ready for everything.
But this is what I'm saying. Now we finna get ready to, transfer it on over. We supposed to be seeing who can beat who, right?
I didn't say we had to beat who, just who represents Batman as Batman.
Spider-Man will whoop Adam West's ass. All right.
I mean, but I say Spider-Man would have beat all of them Batmans in general.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm gonna say I like Michael Keaton.
That's the problem. Michael Keaton wouldn't be able to keep up with Spider-Man. Spider-Man would roll and dodge 3 times, and he would be like, I can't turn fast enough. I can't move my neck. Spider-Man, would you sit in front of me, please? I can't. Spider-Man would swing off, and then he'd be like, I can't see him up there.
Man, you ain't.
Michael Keaton.
Mike Keaton throw that batarang. It's gonna flip flop around,
and he gonna miss. Just like he missed Joker, dead center in the middle of a city street with 32 bullets and a missile. Oh. He wouldn't hit nothing. So moving on. Who else you got? Your second best is who?
Who was my second best? Clooney. Was it Clooney? I think I said Clooney.
No, you said Ben Affleck for some retarded reason.
Did I say Affleck?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Let me go back.
Yeah, you said Ben. Maybe he would have a chance because he'd have shot him. Because Ben Affleck Batman follows no Batman rules. And he was like, you know what? Bring out the machine gun. I'm going to shoot him.
Yeah, because Affleck had the big old suit.
That won't mean nothing either because Spider-Man done beat Rhino. Multiple times. So a big suit of armor don't mean
I
nothing.
love my Spider-Man, but I just think Batman will have something up his sleeve for him.
I'm just saying, and the only one that would have had some up his sleeve on the ready, by the way, is Adam West.
Hell no. On the ready.
Ben Affleck would have showed up with a suit of armor and got it ripped off.
So you like Adam West, I like Keaton, she like Bill. We just all tore up. You're going to have to go to the audience. They're going to have to break the tie.
That's fine. That's fine.
The audience is going to have to break the tie.
So, since we couldn't get the poll up ahead of time, Kelly, do you think we can get the poll up after this? Potentially.
Yes.
We'll get the poll up. We'll put just them three up. Michael Keaton, Adam West, and what's the last one? Christian Bale.
Christian Bale.
All right, so we'll put a poll up for them. You guys vote. If I don't get the poll up, then you can just send emails, jump on the Facebook, whatever it takes. Make your voices heard. This election will not be rigged. I should not say that because they are going to rip this down just because I said that one time.
Tell you what.
It's a joke. Holy shit, this episode's getting really long, isn't it? How about this? With the magic of editing, I'm here now, well after the podcast is over, and I'm going to add another commercial break. So enjoy this commercial break, and then you'll get right back to this incredible episode of nonsense. So thank you guys, and enjoy the podcast and commercials.
This one should be easy. If we're going to do Spider-Man, this should be unanimous. I know Spider-Man should be unanimous.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate halfway through just because I got to. It's my podcast, and that's what I got to do.
Oh, okay.
But I think we all are unanimous on Spider-Man. Well, potentially unanimous.
Simple to me.
All right. So the heavy hitters. You got Toby,
the only Spider-Man.
the Spider-Man, and for most people, you have
Tobey Maguire. You got the new one, Tom Holland.
Andrew Garfield.
The ugly one.
And the ugly one. Who's the ugly one?
Tom Holland.
Okay.
Not Tom Holland. Andrew.
Andrew Garfield. You consider that the ugly one?
I don't like Andrew. He's
I'm
the worst one to me.
I'm going to have to play devil's advocate for real then. Okay.
Worst one to me.
All right.
Neil Patrick Harris was Spider-Man when?
Yeah, when was that?
I don't know.
I've never known him to play Spider-Man. Please inform me when Neil Patrick Harris was Spider-Man.
I have to see this myself. Please type that in.
Spider-Man, Neil Patrick Harris. Oh, he voiced him.
Oh, he was
voiced him in the animated series.
The one I like.
The new animated series at that too. Not the original animated, the new animated series.
Oh.
And a handful of the video games too.
I never knew.
That's actually interesting. I did not know that. That's pretty cool. And actually, in this video game series, what was that? A Whale Tales or something like that. It was a weird name. But that was a really good game too.
This is where we're going to have a problem. Now, movie-wise, I think we're going to have agreement. But the cartoons
and video games, all across the board, that's where the argument lies.
Yep. Because I already know. I got to look it up right now. I already know my favorite. Okay. I know neither one of y'all going to agree.
Yeah, boy.
That's going to be interesting. So, I think we got the heavy hitters. Is Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire, and what's the last one? Andrew Garfield. So let's stick with the movie ones first. Let's get that out the way.
Okay.
Give them three a fair shot because that's what most people know of Spider-Man. So I think we all in agreement. Tobey is the only Spider-Man.
Yeah,
he is the one and only.
Hands down, best one.
Now, again, I'm going to play devil's advocate because I have to, because there would be no podcast if I wasn't being an idiot. The only reason why I would give Tobey flack is because towards the end, he definitely looked like he didn't fit the mold of Spider-Man. He got a little old and stocky. You know what I mean? He was a little out of shape. You know, you want your Spider-Man to be sleek, slim, type. You know what I mean? Kind of muscular.
Right.
And he kind of just got a little too bulky for my taste. That's it. I am not finna knock Toby for the
You say
same.
bulky or fat? Which one are you?
No, he was just stocky. You know what I mean? Like he had like great upper body. Like he bench pressed consistently. You could tell Toby was just bench pressing all day, every day. But he wasn't slim. You know what I mean? You needed a slim Spider-Man. I don't see Toby dodging missiles consistently.
Right.
I see him hitting you once, and he might give you the one hitter quitter for Spider-Man for sure.
Right.
So that's the only reason. I'm not finna knock Toby like everybody else knocked Toby. Spider-Man 3 was a great Spider-Man. I don't want to hear it. Because as we said, everybody hated though. Because he did that goofy dance in the street. And the reason why I'm going to say that was a good move, has anybody forgotten that?
No.
Everybody has remembered that scene. It was a funny scene. It was a little corny, but that was the point. It was supposed to be a little corny. He was supposed to be, Billy Badass, and that was his thoughts about being, cool. It was a little lame. I mean, Peter Parker is lame, so his version of cool still kind of lame. That's kind of the point. So I'm not going to knock him for that. That, to me, did not kill Spider-Man. It was just the fact that he got just a little too stocky. You know what I mean? I didn't believe he was the sleek, slender Spider-Man that you needed.
Yeah.
I liked it. His character. I liked it. I liked it.
Yeah.
He went through a lot. He got his ass kicked real good.
Multiple times.
He was the goofy. He had the goofy little Peter Parker. He was a great Peter Parker.
Perfect Peter Parker by a long shot.
Right, that's what I love.
He made me believe he was a nerd the whole way through.
Yeah.
Awkward nerd at that rate.
Time.
Yep.
Yeah. You definitely felt bad for him as Peter Parker, but you knew he had potential as a person. You wanted him to do better for himself.
Then that's why I like the 3. He started getting hoes and everything. And now this little dark. I loved his dark side.
That's what I said too. Like, I don't know why people didn't like that.
I liked that one.
He was
Wow.
ignorant smooth at that point. He was, again, a little corny, but ignorant smooth. When he did that slide in the street, I'm like, man, I gotta do that. I gotta get me some of them shoes where it just goes, man, he had a little Usher move on him.
Exactly.
Boy, thought he was Chris Brown in the streets.
That was the best one.
That was too cool. I like that. I really did.
I like this movie better than all of them.
Hands down. But like I said, that's what I always knocked Toby for. He was a little stock and he cried a lot. I think 3, he was a little too emotional. He definitely needed to tone down his emotionalness, but
his acting was pretty. I liked his acting.
I did too. As an actor, it was just as my hero. I don't want to see my hero broken that much. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna circle back to that towards after I get past.
He gave it his all. He gave it his all, man.
But I'm gonna circle back to his emotionalness because I got a great defense for that as well. So after you get past that, then you got Andrew Garfield. I didn't like Andrew Garfield for one. I don't know how you said he was ugly. That was the best, like, boyish, good looks Peter Parker I've ever seen in my life. That's what I'm
saying. The Peter Parker wasn't believable.
Not at all. Not at all. He looked like he was a star basketball player.
That's what I'm saying.
Andrew, let me pull it up because I don't think Kelly has seen Andrew Garfield.
You didn't see that one?
I don't know that.
You didn't miss anything either. Terrible. That's why he only got one movie.
Right. Yeah, he got 2.
Did he get 2?
He got 2 of them.
Oh, because he fought Jamie Foxx.
Right. That's Andrew. Yeah, I don't even know what he was supposed to be playing as a villain. But Jamie Foxx decided to be a villain for some reason. And I didn't want to hear that. Yeah, that's supposed to be Peter Parker right there.
Yeah.
Andrew Garfield doesn't look like Peter Parker at all.
At all.
You mean
to tell me he got teased in school?
Exactly.
For
what? Yeah.
That jawline's a little too sharp.
I'm saying, like, he got a sharp jawline. He look like he work out every day. All the time.
Yeah, he look like a beach boy.
I swear.
No.
I bet he called everybody bro in high school. He looked like somebody that called everybody bro. And that upsets me immediately. That is not my Peter Parker at all. Which is why I say he was probably the best Spider-Man. Like, if you think what a Spider-Man was, quips, he had jokes. I'm not going to sit here and say he didn't have jokes. He roasted every villain he fought. Consistently. That's it.
He got fired. I didn't know he got fired from being Spider-Man. How you get fired from
I don't know.
He had the right look.
Probably. But that's the only reason why I like Andrew Garfield. He used to roast everyone. Like, because he roasted from the big supervillains to just the random criminal on the street. Straight and getting roasted consistently.
But that's why I see how they did it. They started off with Toby. They had the goofiness. Then they got Andrew. He looked too boyish, handsome looking or
Right.
whatever. So they tried to go back.
They tried to tone it down with Tom Holland.
Right.
So now here's my problem with Tom Holland. And this is a very simple problem.
Everybody loved Tom. Everybody.
Too much. My problem with
I don't
Tom is...
mind Tom that much. He
Really?
all right. He's all right. He's no Toby, but he was all right.
I got a very simple problem. I don't want high school Spider-Man anymore. I done had enough of high school Spider-Man. That's why I was a fan of Tobey Spider-Man, because they had progressed him. He was out of high school before the first movie was over with.
Okay.
He was already in college. Second movie, he had a job. He was just trying to
I want
pay
my
bills.
Spider-Man with bills.
Exactly.
Debt.
He needs debt,
Y'all like
bills.
grown man Spider-Man.
I like Spider-Man.
Spider-Boy.
Right. I don't want to see Spider-Boy.
Spider-Man, not Spider-Boy.
Spider-Kid. I ain't trying to see that. I want my Spider-Man to have problems. If I don't hear his landlord going, rent, I don't know. Where's my rent? Spider-Man was forever ducking bills. He was relatable. And Tom Holland was not relatable. He didn't even make his suit on his own. He had Tony Stark make his suit.
Yeah, but it's the best suit.
No.
Yes.
No.
He got way more suits, and
Yeah.
it's the best suit.
But I don't want Spider-Man with technology. Just put the tight
That's why
suit
you
on.
got different ones. You got spectacular and amazing. I think Toby was amazing.
No, because Andrew Garfield was amazing.
Oh, Andrew was amazing.
That was amazing. It literally was the name of the movie. Was the Amazing Spider-Man.
Whatever. So who's spectacular?
None of them. They never made
Who
a
the
spec-
neighborhood?
That would be Toby. I think Toby's neighborhood Spider-Man.
Okay.
He was the most believable
Friendly
Spider-Man.
neighborhood Spider-Man.
That's my friendly neighbor. Right? He even left the post-it notes. Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
All right.
Said that the Mary Jane did the peace sign, did a backflip, jumped off the building. That's my friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. That's my Spider-Man all day.
Right.
Right.
We all in the favors of. We like the neighborhood. We don't like this amazing ass boy band looking ass.
He just way too good looking.
And
And
then-
there's no other way to explain.
And
He's too
Tom
good.
Holland, he'd be all in outer space as Spider-Man.
Right, he got super suits and
all right.
extra gadgets. But here's my other reason I don't like Tom Holland. And it's very simple. He thinks he is Spider-Man. I think that nigga thinks he's Spider-Man, for real. Like, if he kept his suit, I bet he'd go outside and sit on this roof every other day with his super suit on. Like, that man, he hated the video game Spider-Man, which I think was the best video game. The recent PS4 Spider-Man, he hates it because it didn't look like him. He hates
It's not you.
It wasn't supposed to be him.
Exactly.
So get out of here. He hated Into the Spideyverse. He profusely hated Into the Spideyverse because, for one, had nothing to do with him.
Yeah, see, look.
This is saying, like,
Just saying he had a big ass head.
I swear, I'm gonna look up it was an interview. It was an interview with Tom Holland, and he outright said, "I don't like him Into the Spideyverse because it doesn't have me in it. I'm Spider-Man." He said that himself. He said, "I'm the only Spider-Man."
Get a life. You don't have to play every Spider-Man cartoon. What, he want to be Miles Morales?
He want to be Miles Morales too. I think he might be Mexican enough to play Miles Morales. Get out of here.
Oh my goodness.
Jesus.
Yeah, man. Shoot.
Either way, but yeah, Tom Holland thinks he's just too big to fail as Spider-Man, so I'm all the way out on that Spider-Man. 100%. Tom Holland, worst
You
Spider-Man.
all the way. You saying him worse?
Worst Spider-Man.
No, it's the boy band Spider-Man.
I'd rather have boy band Spider-Man because at least he was roasting people. I'd rather have a Spider-Man that had quips. And most important aspect of being Spider-Man, you got to be quick,
witty, and
You got to be quick, and at least he had that moment.
Yeah.
If he never
Tom wasn't that witty
Exactly.
at all.
If-
You're right.
If Andrew Garfield never took off the suit ever, and he was just always Spider-Man, he'd probably be up there as one of my favorites.
Right.
But it's just his boyish good looks and his dude bro attitude that I'm like, nah, get out of here. Tom Holland, because for me, what makes it important to be Spider-Man as well is you have to have, terrible backstory. The whole Uncle Ben thing. Yeah, you got to be slightly depressed. And Spider-Man never had help. He got help immediately. He was like 2
was
minutes.
so young. He was 15, 16 when he started.
Yeah, that's when almost all Spider-Man's comic book related starts in Spider-Man. And then you struggle, and then eventually you sew you a better suit. You get a little bit better, you get a little bit more used to being Spider-Man, then you get into your own. He was like, Tony, help me. Make me a super suit.
You didn't like him in neither one of the movies.
No, let me rephrase this. This is one finna catch all my flack. Ain't watching either one. And refuse to watch either Spider-Man.
Wait, what?
I have not watched Andrew Garfield Spider-Mans. Homecoming, Back at Home, whatever, I'm not watching them.
You haven't watched. So
No.
how can you?
I've seen enough.
You just seen cutscenes.
And it's all I need to see.
Terrible.
I'm not watching. You know what I'm not going to watch? I'm not finna watch a hot Aunt May for sure. I do not want 20, 30-year-old Aunt May. Aunt May should be 50. His Aunt May was way too young.
Yeah.
I want old lady with a cane Aunt May. Tobey Maguire's Aunt May is better than everybody's Aunt May.
Definitely. She looked like an Aunt May.
That's Aunt May.
She looked like
she beat up Doc Ock by herself.
Yeah.
She got kidnapped by Doc Ock, whacked him with a cane, and was like, "Spider-Man, give me a hand."
Start cracking him with that umbrella, and they took off. Yeah, I remember that.
Exactly. So you got best Aunt May, best Peter Parker, and best Mary Jane, all wrapped into one movie.
All right, but who had the best villains?
Toby.
Toby. Who did he have? He
had Hob and Green Goblin.
The Goblins just.
Green Goblin, hands down, one of the best villains.
Yep. Tobey Maguire Green Goblin's hands down.
Killed me, man. It's way too good. Doc Ock, most believable Dr. Octopus.
Yep.
Who was that the kid he went to school with?
Peter, oh, Jesus Christ. What is his name in the actual show? I don't remember. His best friend, Harry Osborn.
Yeah.
Harry Osborn. Had the best Harry Osborn.
Yep.
It's James Franco. That's what gave him a career, mind you.
And the girl with pink hair, whatever.
Mary Jane, which I already said, yeah. Best Mary Jane as well.
Yeah.
He had it all. He had everything.
Every character
was perfectly locked.
Was great, yep.
Perfectly locked. Probably some of the best cameos in Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. Stan Lee showed up perfectly in all of his. Mm-hmm. And then you had Bruce Campbell in every last one of his movies. Every last one of his movies had Bruce Campbell as a different character, and it was hilarious every time. Extremely hilarious. Mind you, Bruce Campbell was in all of Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man video games, and hilarious every time. He told you to give up in the first game during the tutorial. Yeah. He was like, if you can't climb up this wall, I can't help you. Put down the controller. That is a great line.
Just hearing his voice like, shut up. I'm trying to figure it out.
I'm trying to figure it out. It's the tutorial. You played it for all the 3 minutes. You telling me to quit? Calm down.
Give me a chance. Never got mad at the person talking to me on the game.
He's trying to teach you the game. He's roasting you while you're trying to learn.
Never laughed that hard in my life. That was funny.
It was perfect. Toby, all across the board, best Spider-Man. I don't think there's anything left. And then the reason why I give him the last little bit of props is when Stan Lee himself explained what he wanted in Spider-Man. He said he wanted a Spider-Man that was younger, had problems, wasn't able to, and learn to overcome his problems over time. Does that not explain Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man 100%?
Yep. So we already knew we was in agreement on that.
I just want to make sure that the fans understood, because I said it 1,000 times, Tobey is the Spider-Man. So,
but I still think Holland would kick all their asses, though.
Yeah, because he got all the gadgets.
He got all the gadgets.
That's not fair. That's just like saying, of course, well, yeah, Iron Man will beat all of them, too. Obviously.
Yeah.
How do we feel about Miles?
Miles Morales? I like Miles.
He's still a little new. Give me a minute. He got to warm up to me.
You know why I like Miles, though? He reminds me of why I like Spider-Man. He's supposed to be young, a little unorthodox.
Is he getting a movie?
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, he got into the Spideyverse. I don't think they got a character.
Real movie, not the cartoon.
Right. I don't know. I don't think they have anybody to play him.
Yes, they do. You know we're going to play him.
No, because he has to be Puerto Rican.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people... All right, real quick, before we get too far. Miles Morales is not black. He's Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
Let's please all get past that real quick. He's not the first black Spider-Man. He's the first Puerto Rican Spider-Man. Get that to the Hispanics, man. Stop stealing it.
They'd have to cast somebody new.
Because you know they was going to get Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan was going to get him. He too cocky to play.
He too swole.
Too swole, yeah.
No, I need mine younger, so they got to find somebody else.
Yeah. Okay.
So no, I think he deserves a movie. I think that, but the only problem is your boy Tom Holland ain't gonna let it happen because he ain't old enough to teach that Spider-Man.
I'm Spider-Man.
I'm Spider-Man. I'm the only Spider-Man. So we got to wait 20 years for Tom Holland to get old, so then we can finally teach a young Puerto Rican kid how to be Spider-Man. And he might not do that because he's on the Spider-Man and nobody else can be Spider-Man.
He needs to go sit down.
Yeah, definitely.
It makes no sense. I like Miles Morales because he just reminds me of the unorthodox trying his best to be a hero. He tears everything up, doesn't do everything right, but he's trying his best.
You watch Blackish, that little boy off.
No.
Nothing ish.
I don't want to watch any ish shows.
I think the little boy off of that show could probably play Miles.
I don't care. He on the show, so I don't want to see it.
I don't watch any of the issues.
I'm not watching issues. It's garbage.
Allowed on the TV.
Please.
All right.
Either one. No, I like Miles though. Miles is good. I don't know how y'all feel about Miles.
I like Miles. Give me a real movie, then we'll come back to this.
Right.
Into the Spideyverse was like a great
It's
movie.
like
I think that's everything I needed in the Spider-Man movie.
Best Spider-Man cartoon movie.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know, because I'm almost putting that up there with like Tobey Spider-Man movies. Like it's right under one of them. Because it had what I needed. It had an older, jaded Spider-Man who hated... You could tell that Spider-Man was tired of being Spider-Man.
Yeah.
He didn't even wear his tights anymore. He showed up in sweatpants. He roasted that version of Miles the entire time.
I like it.
He did the dance. Yeah. That's all I needed. He did the Spider-Man 3 dance, which is all I really need my Spider-Man to do. Into the Spider-Verse is a great movie. That's up there with maybe Spider-Man 2. Because I think Spider-Man 2 for Tobey was the best one.
Who did he fight into?
That was Doc Ock.
Doc Ock and 2.
Right. Because that produced the best game, the best like overarching story. It, again, didn't have to have Uncle Ben in it again.
Right.
But it hinted towards Uncle Ben in that one, you know what I mean? He did the flashback with great power comes great responsibility. Mm-hmm. That's all you really need out of Uncle Ben. Didn't go so
much. Quick flashback. All right, I remember. Thank you for the...
Right, thank you for the reminder. Get him back out there.
All right.
I think in 3 he lost his powers.
3 he lost power. That's when he turned black and Venom and all that. He had to fight Green Goblin? Not Green Goblin.
No, Hobgoblin. That was Harry.
Hobgoblin.
Harry is Hobgoblin.
He had way more enemies than that.
He had Hobgoblin, Harry, the Sandman, which they just threw in there real quick. There was like half Sandman in there real quick. And then Venom.
And Venom.
So he had the triple threat in that.
Yeah, that's what he got his act. He didn't come back after that fight.
No, he couldn't. What else could you do? He was a little beat after that one.
I liked all Tobey's though.
Yeah, I don't think he had a bad movie. It's just the Spideyverse was just great. It had all the elements you needed. It was funny. Had Spider-Pig. They took a Simpsons joke and ran with it. And then I don't know if you ever seen the DVD cut, but they gave Spider-Pig his own little piece of the movie. Like it was a whole full part of his movie. I was like, that's pretty dope. I like that. Spider-Pig was dope. I like anime Spider-Chick, Spider-Gwen, which most people just kind of blow by. Spider-Gwen ain't that bad.
They need to come out with a whole series for that.
I think so.
That'd be a winner. Right
but that's what Tom Holland's doing. That's why, because he wants to be the only Spider-Man. That's why they brought all the Spider-Mans back.
No.
So they're getting all 3 of the movie Spider-Man characters together for another Spider-Man movie, so he can do Spideyverse by himself. So he can become the only Spider-Man, which he might not want to do that because Tobey gonna show up again, and Tobey is the greatest Spider-Man. So you might just get himself outdone in his own movie. Bad move, sir.
Or he's just gonna be a douche and not have Tobey.
They might, right? How much would bet this is gonna be the longest like extended cut movie where they cut out all the Tobey scenes, so nobody likes him.
They better not do that to Tobey.
They gonna do Tobey dirty. And Tobey is extremely out of shape now. I think that's probably why the movie's been delayed so long. Tobey got to work out.
He shouldn't be that old. What, 30-something?
Tobey is way out of shape. Let's look up Tobey Maguire real quick.
Shouldn't be that old.
But either way, so since we done ran through the movie Spider-Man, let's add all the animated and video game Spider-Man.
Oh, this is where I'm gonna get y'all.
Is this because I think that's where you reign supreme? I think.
Yeah, y'all not ready for me on my Spider-Man cartoon, baby. No, y'all ain't ready. See, this for my old heads here.
Old heads. Well, tell me who you got. By the way, Tobey Maguire is 40.
He's 40 now?
He's 40.
He can't do no damn Spider-Man. He got 7.
Oh, no, it's featured films. 40 featured films. He was in that many movies? What is his age? Jesus Christ.
It should say it on there.
He was born in 75.
45.
45 years. Oh, that's a tired-ass Spider-Man.
Look at his face.
Yeah.
I'm not ready for this Spider-Man by a long shot.
He ain't swinging nowhere.
In the same sense, like you think about Spider-Verse, that is an old Spider-Man. Like,
true enough,
like
but
40.
this Spider-Man looked like he was Taken.
Yeah.
Like, this Spider-Man is carrying a gun.
They say they gonna have him come back as old Peter Parker.
I don't want to see him. He ain't finna whip nothing. He finna pull out a pistol.
Yep. Spider bullet. Shit. He ain't swinging nowhere.
He ain't swinging absolutely nowhere. That Spider-Man has a car.
Yep.
Or bus fell one.
I get there.
When I get there. Best believe I'm gonna end this in one shot. That is one shot Spidey.
For real.
Spider-Man pow! Spider-Man shoots whatever Spider. You thought the cops was bad. Watch till old Spidey show up. He's shooting all black people.
Damn.
Toby Spidey killed George Floyd. Popped him 2 times, called it a day. Oh, I'm sorry. That is terrible. That is really terrible.
It's terrible, yeah.
That is. Yeah.
It's okay. I'm gonna still love him for it.
Looking for the years.
So, either way, the Fox, I think Fox was killing it with the animated superhero movies.
I would say Fox was number one.
Spider-Man Fox cartoon. What was it called? Did it have a weird name?
Amazing?
Not Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, see?
No one likes Jamie Foxx.
That was 94 through 98, that one.
My goodness. Did it have a name? You got to pull it up.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's just called Spider-Man. Okay. Yeah, it's Spider-Man. That was probably one of the best.
Yep.
94, 5 seasons. That is a good. Oh, they got it on Disney Plus.
Is it?
So those of you got Disney Plus, watch that Spider-Man. That is probably the best Spider-Man cartoon.
But wait, there's more.
Okay.
There was a lot of them now.
It was.
I gotta take you back to 1967.
1967.
See, you don't know nothing about that. It was 67 through 7.
That wasn't the Amazing Spider-Man and Friends, was it?
No,
That was
I was gonna get to that one.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That was good too. That was like in the 80s. That's when Saturday morning cartoons was the shit. See, some of you wouldn't know nothing about Saturday morning cartoons.
Hold on, man, because I'm not even gonna let you do that. The 90s Saturday morning cartoons rule Saturday morning cartoons.
No way.
Hands down.
No way.
Because we had what you had,
You crazy.
what we had, and then the future, which is anime. We wrapped all of that together in 90s kids at Saturday morning.
Was, man, cereal.
What does that have to
start the morning off at 7:30 in the morning with a big bowl of whatever cereal you love. And you just, Channel 2, you had a line up on there for about an hour. Then Channel 5, you could, Channel 32, Channel 50, that's when you had to turn the knob. You don't know nothing about turning on knobs.
Nigga, we live in the same house. We had the same TV. What is you talking
I'm
about?
just saying, the struggle was real.
You talking
Those were the times, man. But look, I'm getting off subject. We'll say that for another.
Okay. But, yeah, that might be a hardcore battle. I'm going to definitely fight tooth and nail that my Saturday morning cartoons is better than yours.
No. Definitely wasn't.
Go ahead.
But, yeah, 1967. Did you pull that one up?
1967.
Man, this was the best one, the one from the 90s. I give you that.
Okay. Exactly. You know, my era.
That was the best one. But it started off with the 67 one for me. It was so corny. He used to climb the wall, so gay looking and stuff.
Oh, yeah. That's where all the memes come from.
That was the best.
Because that's this meme, Spider-Man. It was 2 Spider-Man. So if anybody want to know what I'm talking about, the meme that everybody's looking at where it's 2 Spider-Mans pointing at each other, that's the 1967 Spider-Man.
Okay. Well, anyway, this is the one I grew up on. This is when I started loving Spider-Man. Because I was like, what?
Right, because that's the one with the OG theme song. Spider-Man. That's that one, right?
You never seen the TV show from back in the day of Spider-Man either. Oh, my God. Pull up that one.
Spider-Man TV show?
From back then, the web came out like a rope. This one right here. Oh, my God. That one. You have to watch this one here. That TV show.
I'm mad you pulled this up and had the nerve to roast my Japanese Spider-Man.
No, That looks weird.
That looks worse than Japanese Spider-Man. I'm going to post Japanese Spider-Man on the Facebook page, greatest Spider-Man that ever existed.
And watch. This it right here.
The Amazing Spider-Man.
Yep. This TV, watch about 2 episodes of that. It was delicious.
I'm not believing in any of this. Why does this nigga got a thick bracelet?
That was his web shooter. The webs came out of that. That Spider-Man wasn't that.
Nigga look like he got canisters on his wrist. He got 5-pound weights on his wrist.
I'm trying to tell you, man. He used to climb this wall, boy. Everybody wanted to be that Spider-Man.
I'm gonna pass on
That's when that.
This Spider-Man got you roasted Adam West's utility belt. This fool got a utility belt.
Hey, this was we talking about OGs that he was out around
kicking
that
in front
time.
of the Twin Towers and stuff, man. That's sensitive.
This was out around the same time that
Adam West Batman probably.
No, a little bit after that. What's the Hulk name? The actual green
Incredible Hulk.
Lou Ferrigno.
Oh, okay.
This was out around the same time that Lou Ferrigno Hulk was out. Another hero show.
This don't even look like a good Peter Parker. Are you kidding me?
Yep, that was him.
This nigga look like a doctor.
Man, I'm trying to tell you.
I have to say this real quick.
But he did his job. He was more of the photographer. He was at work more. He didn't get picked on. He went to work. Spider-Man. That's one y'all like.
Right? Okay. Older Spider-Man.
Yeah, that was the old.
But it didn't look like he was late on his bills ever. Look at that. He got a comb over. It looked more like
that was a good TV show for the time, man.
I don't know.
That was around the time. See, I tell you what, boy. Greatest American Heroes out. No, you don't know nothing about that.
Remember that? Calm down. You act like I didn't exist in this world.
Man, don't try me on this. I tell you, boy, we go back to the 80s and 70s.
All right, so I'm gonna give you that. That's probably your Adam West of the Spider-Man era. I can give you that. But we ain't gonna sit here and say that Spider-Man is better than any other Spider-Man.
No, I'm just saying, OG, this was my Adam West.
Yeah, but it don't look like he was equipped on deck.
That belt and them bracelets.
Look like a cheap Wonder Woman. I swear to God, I thought that
Wonder Woman too, yeah.
I thought this was a tie, not a spider, by the way. I'm like, yeah, the tie on his spider suit. Get out of here.
Like Ted Bundy.
It looked like
he looked like Ted Bundy. He looked exactly like Ted Bundy. Oh. I am not trusting a serial killer Spider-Man.
Look at this. Tell me
look at that Ted Bundy. That's
Stop
Ted
it.
Bundy.
No.
That is Ted Bundy.
You pulled that up too fast.
I love my serial killers.
Yeah, she loved it. She looked at that and was like, he rakes and kills. That Spider-Man used his webs in the wrong way is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He was kidnapping a lot of females back in the day.
But yeah, the one from the 60s, the one you don't like with the Amazing Friends was good.
I think it was okay.
That was great.
That
Slide, Ice Dude, I don't even remember his name.
Yeah, because he sucked.
Slide on the Ice Dude.
Yeah, nobody likes Iceman or whatever his name is. Absolutely.
I don't even remember old girl name.
Exactly.
That was from Spider-Man and his friends. That was his
Spider-Man and his amazing friends. I didn't even like the announcer in that one. Spider-Man and his amazing friends. That is a terrible name.
You would have watched it on Saturday morning.
Not Spider-Man and the crew. Not a team name. You know, there's so many superhero team names back in the day. His amazing friends. He ain't even amazing Spider-Man. His friends are amazing.
Oh, that was Fire Girl and Ice Boy, whatever.
Get out of here. Trash. Absolute trash. Absolutely trash. I ain't trying to hear that. So you threw up here Ted Bundy Spider-Man, serial killer Spider-Man, and Spider-Man and his boys.
Yeah.
I can't even argue that seriously with you.
Hey man, Spider-Man had the TV shows, the best cartoons, the best movies.
Yeah, because that was Stan Lee's child right there. Spider-Man was Stan Lee's favorite. So I'm not even going to say it knock it. That's why he got so much press. I like Japanese Spider-Man a little bit more than Ted Bundy Spider-Man.
I don't like
Spider-Man! He had a nice little theme song and everything. I'm posting that on the Facebook.
He didn't kick no ass. He just did poses. Spider-Man. He like, oh, shit, we better get out of here.
Number one champion, Spider-Man. He had a whip. Ain't none of these other Spider-Mans had a car. He was ready to go. And see, Spider-Man was landlocked. Spider-Man can only fight crime in New York. Outside of New York, he was scarred. Ain't no tall buildings for him to swing on. What are you going to do?
Oh, yeah.
Japanese Spider-Man was ready. He had the car. He He pull up on you. Spider-Man!
I never
Ready to go.
Would think to get rolled up on by Spider-Man.
Exactly. That's why that Spider-Man was so unique. He roll up on you. Every other villain, see if a villain was smart, they just roll out to the desert real quick. Like, ha, Spider-Man can't get us out of here. Japanese Spider-Man pull up. Dun, dun, dun. Didn't see me coming with this whip now, did you?
Oh my goodness.
See, that's what makes a good hero. You got to be ready, on deck. And that Spider-Man had the whip ready, gassed up, ready to go.
I like that. I will say my Spider-Man got the best shows, man.
I think he definitely has the best shows, but here's my problem with this Spider-Man. Look how many shows he needed.
He didn't need them. It was so popular they kept bringing different ones out.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, once they hit the Spider-Man on Fox, that's the be-all and all Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I think that was it. And then when Ultimate Spider-Man came out, I think that was, 2000 something?
Ultimate was good,
Ultimate Spider-Man has now revitalized what Spider-Man is. He brought all of the side enemies he needed in. Yeah. The silliness of Spider-Man is on point.
And he had a clique, too.
He had the whole crew. He was doing extra work for the Avengers.
So, yeah.
He was babysitting. Deadpool showed up at least 6 times.
Yeah.
And that was probably my favorite bit of Deadpool. Deadpool came in, was doing spinneroonies, getting shot at, and just doing moonwalks, dodging Spider-Man. He roasted Spider-Man so badly. That Spider-Man actually had like fourth wall breaks. And Deadpool would come in and fourth wall break his fourth wall break. Because Deadpool was so great. That's the only problem with this Spider-Man, is he got out Deadpool. He couldn't handle it. He thought he was Deadpool, and Deadpool showed up and was like, let me show you what it is.
So, okay. Toby got the best movie. Best TV show we saying.
I'm saying is Spider-Man TV show from the 90s. Guaranteed. Right. Best theme song.
Yep.
Best action. It kept the closest with the comic books, because a lot of people don't realize Spider-Man has to make his own webs. That was the only thing that Toby got wrong.
Which one is the one that come out his wrist?
Toby was the only one. He had webs coming out of his wrist.
Oh.
I think that was the only thing that they went wrong on. It's supposed to be he's supposed to make his own web.
Yeah.
So this one ran it, because I remember watching the cartoon consistently, and he would just run out of web while he was swinging. Oh no! Yeah.
I ran out of fluid.
He's like, dude, why don't you pack like 2 more packs?
Right.
But I mean, he didn't want to look ignorant like your 1960s Spider-Man with a bracelet.
Hey, he did what he had to do. Throw that thing out there, boy. Oh, I did that wrong.
Yeah, it was very wrong.
There's nothing coming out of this.
Still with the wrong hand gesture.
Gangbanging. It's like sign language. I just like that.
Shut up. Either way, so I think animated series Spider-Man has the best cartoon, and then Toby's best movie. So let's hit video games real quick, because I know this episode is getting real long. Right. Video games, you got the Amazing Spider-Man. So pretty much every movie-based Spider-Man. The Into the Dimension Spider-Man was a great Spider-Man video game. Spider-Man video games. I got to put that up real quick. Spider-Man video game. I don't know if you played any of them. Have you?
I've played several.
Okay, so then we can run through this pretty easily. Everybody, I think, before we get too far, the new Spider-Man for PS5 with Miles Morales.
Best one. Incredible
Spider-Man game. Hands down, an incredible Spider-Man game. I think that revitalized what everybody ever wanted in Spider-Man.
Right, the original Spider-Man game from, last year or whatever? That was game
It's like 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
That's an old game now. And then Miles Morales came back and just like, same thing, different skin, and did it right.
I didn't play that Shattered Dimensions.
Shattered Dimensions is the one I was thinking. That is a really good Spider-Man game.
I haven't played that.
Hands down. That's pretty much Spideyverse, but they did it very well. Spider-Man 2099 was in that one. OG Spider-Man, Spider-Man Noir. Just a good cast of Spider-Man characters. And all they did was just work really well together. And then to the point where they made 2 games for that. Where it was just, Spider-Man 2099 and then just OG Spider-Man.
I don't think it's none. Yeah, I think Miles by far is the best one.
Miles Morales Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Not even just Spider-Man pre-Miles Morales?
That one was good too, but I think Miles stepped it up a little bit.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I wouldn't give Miles that much clout just yet.
I don't know. You said best game. I played them both. I liked the Miles maybe 10% better.
I don't like Miles because they changed Peter Parker. So 10% knockout.
I'm talking about the story. Like, the story was good. Gameplay was, similar.
I'm going to knock you on story immediately because I'm not feeling
Better outfits.
He definitely, because he got 2099 Spider-Man. And his OG suit with the white logo.
Yeah.
Crazy cool.
Yeah. Well,
I don't like Black Lives Matter Spider-Man. When he got the Black Lives Matter suit, I was mad.
When you tapped out.
I was like, are you serious? No more current events in my Spider-Man, please. See, in Miles Morales, I can't give him props because he was selfish.
I think that was cool.
Spider-Man, Miles Morales only defended Harlem.
No, he did.
Yes, he did.
He went on through New York.
He went through it, but his main everything was, I'm the Spider-Man of Harlem. He said himself. This nigga thought he was show enough in the Spider-Man shoe. The Spider-Man of Harlem. Show enough. Sit down. Spider-Man is for everyone. Spider-Man stands for New York. Everybody. Not Harlem only.
He crossed all the boroughs, man.
No, he didn't. He said, I'm the Spider-Man of Harlem. That nigga was tweeting. I don't want my Spider-Man on social media.
I didn't on social media. I didn't read any of the tweets.
I didn't like any of that. Only thing I liked was the fact that he was smart enough, but that wasn't even him. That was his boy that thought to make an app. So if something going on, you could, hop on the Spidey app and tell him what's the crime going on. So Spider-Man just went swinging through the city trying to sense his spider sense and all of that.
You need me to get your cat. I'll get to that later.
Right. No, he had an app so he could scroll through, maybe filter it. This is priority number 1 problems versus, your cat stuck in a tree.
But the Spider-Man game before that was good. But you like that one better. Huh?
I think that one was better because they had the right Spider-Man, the right face Spider-Man. Full story. Managed to skip over Uncle Ben entirely. Didn't even reference Uncle Ben.
Well, we know the back. Everybody knows the backstory.
And that's my thing, is I'm tired of every superhero story got to do the same sad backstory. And Spider-Man and Batman are the worst offenders of it. Every last one of them got to watch Uncle Ben die. That Spider-Man game was like, nah, we ain't seen it. We good. Let's move on. They had his grave. You could go visit his grave real quick.
I might change my mind. I think Miles Morales will kick Batman ass.
How?
Because he got that thunder punch or whatever the hell that shit is.
Batman is wearing a rubber suit, stupid.
Thunder punch.
Rubber. Dummy.
It's strong, man.
Rubber does not conduct electricity.
I'm just saying.
Oh my God. This nigga don't know science.
I think he'll kick his ass.
Where's Bill Nye when you need him? Rubber suit, stupid.
He hit him it ain't rubber suit on his face. Now you say Adam West with this bang pow zoom shit kicks some ass. Hit him in the face with a thunder punch.
If you hit somebody with rubber, I don't think it's gonna hurt more than a punch.
Oh my goodness!
That's all he got is
that
the punch.
Look heavy. That's all I'm saying. I'm
not saying it ain't a heavy punch, but the thunder ain't gonna do nothing extra. And mind you, every time he used the electricity, he was killing himself.
It hurt a little bit. Yeah.
Exactly. So no, get out of here. The only Batman that might get hit and hurt by that is Michael Keaton. Because his neck would be too stiff to look to see the punch. He hurt. What's going on over here? I can't see. Bye. He called it Fire Knuckle Sandwich and didn't even know what was going on.
We got to see, man.
I think everybody's beat Michael Keaton with a punch.
Ain't nobody beating Michael Keaton. You just a hater.
No, I love Michael Keaton. I just said he was my second favorite Batman. But he just too stiff in the neck to see a punch coming.
Gotta get him a side step. He'd be all right. Just loosen it up for me. I gotta get to work later.
I was more scared of his Bruce Wayne than his Batman. See when he pulled that stick off on Joker? He was like, "You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts." Oh, yeah. I'm scared of Bruce Wayne more than I am scared of that Batman.
Cartoon 90s for the Spider-Man.
90s cartoon. Toby movie.
Best villain.
Best villain in general? That's tough. I want to say it's Doc Ock. Goblin I get, but you got to remember he had no problem offing Goblin. When he needed to. When he needed to, he off Goblin. It was hard for him to take out Doc Ock because that was his mentor as Peter Parker. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
That was him. That was a lot more of him fighting his regular life and as a villain. That was an emotional tie to him. Yeah. He didn't want to hurt. He didn't want to hurt Harry at all, Harry or Mr. Osborn, but he just had to.
There was another one. Spider-Man had a lot of enemies. He had a real.
I would say his biggest villains, honestly, like in general, is probably Venom and Carnage. Carnage, hands down, is probably his biggest villain.
Yeah,
because Carnage was like the Joker of Spider-Man world.
Dr. Doom. That's the one that used to get him the flux. Back in the day,
Doom is the Fantastic Four.
Nope, he used to fight him too.
On occasions when he showed up with the Fantastic Four, because they suck. The Fantastic Four are terrible, so they had to merge them so people would actually watch the Fantastic Four.
See, I went back to the 80s.
You went way too far back.
I went too far back. Dr. Doom used to kick Spider-Man's ass. I remember that.
Yeah, because Dr. Doom was actually a good villain.
Well, so we got to do that one. We're going to have to see best cartoon DC versus Marvel. We're going to have to do one like that. That'll be a good one, I think.
X-Men wins. Yeah. X-Men probably wins in general.
X-Men? I said the whole Marvel universe versus DC.
Oh, just whole universe?
Yeah.
Oh, Marvel. Not even close.
Think so?
Not even close. DC sucks.
DC got a few little hitters. I mean, on the movie side, I think...
all DC movies are terrible.
I don't know.
All of their movies are terrible. They have not had one hit movie. They have great TV shows. You got the Flash TV show. You got the Green Arrow TV show, which is sad that that's your two hit shows. It's two undercard superheroes.
Yeah, the Flash and Green Arrow.
Right. Really? That's your heavy hitters?
Right there.
Come on, please. So they ain't got no good movies. The TV shows is as good as it gets.
I don't know. When I'm sitting watching DC cartoon movies, I be interested because they be tearing the planets up.
Exactly. They don't believe in collateral damage. They could care less about collateral damage. Especially my most hated superhero of all time, Superman. Worst superhero ever. The world would be better without Superman. Hands down, I don't want to hear an argument. Superman, worst superhero ever.
I can't say he the worst.
Worst. I'd rather have the Wonder Twins than Superman show up. I know you don't. Kelly looking like she don't know what the Wonder Twins is two alien twins. One of the twin powers activate. They buck fists, and then they're like, I'm going to turn into a falcon. And then the dude would always turn into something completely useless.
Yep. I'm going to turn into a turtle.
Like, for what? And then he was like, I'll be there in a minute. And then maybe one of the villains would trip over while he walks.
Yeah, all some dumb shit.
Right. I think Family Guy made fun of that. I'll turn into water.
Yeah. And turn into mop buckets, water, puddle of water, all types of stupid stuff. Yeah. I'd rather them show up than Superman. Because Superman's finna chuck a truck at you. He finna blow up 2 city buildings, use his laser beams, blow something up, freeze half a city street to catch a bank robber.
I think the DC comics are stronger, but the Marvel is more realistic.
Because they're written that way. DC comics or superheroes are written to be incredible.
Right.
And Marvel, Stan Lee was very big on the struggle. Yeah. What does it take for you to become a true hero?
Right.
Stan Lee is very big on everyone's a hero. Just he believed that not all heroes wear capes, whatever you call it. Yeah. So he wanted to make sure that heroes were human.
We got to see.
Superman. I don't care what anybody says. You can say whatever you want in the comment section. Superman.
That's what we doing DC versus Marvel pretty much with Spider-Man versus the Batman.
Right, but we just wanted to uplift the two. I think the icons of both sides. Because I'm not going to say any of the Avengers are the best heroes ever on the Marvel side.
Spider-Man, best Marvel character.
And Batman is probably the best DC character.
All right, look, put that on the poll too, man. Because I bet you're going to get people to disagree with you on that.
I could definitely believe that. But I think either way it goes, right. Those are my two favorites. And at the end of the day, Spider-Man wins overall. I think Spider-Man wins overall. That's just hands down.
So you say Spider-Man just best all-time greatest superhero?
Yes.
Out of everybody. Even your boy Deadpool?
Yes.
Interesting.
Simple fact. My superhero should be relatable, but better than any of us could ever be.
Right.
And Spider-Man goes through it all and overcomes it all.
You know I love my Spider-Man.
So I think that's all it takes, man.
All right, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. I just don't know if he kicking everybody's ass. That's all.
I mean, he can. That's the thing. He just doesn't. Comic book facts show that Spider-Man pulls his punches on purpose. Because I think it was science behind it. That because he has spider powers relative to his size and strength, as a full-size human with spider powers, he could pretty much punch a person inside out. Mm-hmm. Like, you hit him once and they just flip. That's terrible. So he has to pull his punches to not kill anybody. Which, again, that's why he probably punched any version of Batman and tear him off in an instant.
Okay. All right, I'll give you that. I told you I think I changed my mind. I said that punch looked heavy.
I'm just saying, right? But it don't need to be thunder punches. I don't need a thunder punch. Especially when you're talking about a thunder punch on a rubber suit. Stupid. Either way, I think that's enough. Y'all only got an hour and a half of podcast. Y'all normally get an hour. So I think that's enough. So, final verdict. I think we're all in agreement that Tobey, best Spider-Man of all time?
Yes. No
arguments there?
No arguments there.
We'd like to give a special nod to the animated series Spider-Man is our number one favorite. And then PS4's video game Spider-Man pretty much kills it all after that.
There you go.
On the Batman side, we are still torn, so make your voices heard. Michael Keaton, Adam West, and
Bale.
Christian Bale for some reason. But a lot of people like Christian Bale, so I'm not going to knock Kelly for that statement. The Batman animated series, though, I think uplifts all of it and rises above everyone because of the voice of Batman and Mark Hamill as the greatest Joker ever to exist, I think.
Yeah.
I think there's no better Joker than Mark Hamill's Joker.
What?
No better Joker than Mark Hamill's Joker.
I don't know.
No one has a better laugh than Mark Hamill.
Jack Nicholson.
No one has a better laugh than Mark Hamill's Joker. I'm sorry. The laugh says it all. The laugh says it all. It was that, and then the one line Mark Hamill had when he thought Batman died and said, without him, crime has no punchline. That man was actually torn when Batman was gone.
You didn't like that other Joker, that Joker movie?
Please don't say Suicide Squad before I smack you.
Is it Suicide Squad? No, he had his own movie. That Joker movie that just came out a year or two ago.
Oh,
documentary movie.
Documentary. Yeah.
I don't know.
Talking about Joaquin Phoenix. No,
yeah.
I'm not going with that one.
That was just depression.
That was honestly depression in the form of Joker.
Okay.
Nah, that's not my Joker. Hashtag not my Joker.
All right. Okay. I haven't watched it yet. So.
I enjoy it. You know what? I enjoy it as a movie. If you never said it was like a Joker movie, if he was just like the making of Psychopath,
okay,
and he never turned into a Joker, great movie. Great movie. Yeah, we got the movie right here. So borrow it, watch it. It's worth the watch. I don't think he should have been Joker. He should have just been a serial killer or a psycho. Mm-hmm. That would have been a great making of a psychopath.
Yeah, but Joker's supposed to be psychotic, not depressed.
He's supposed to be psychotic, but he's supposed to be a psychotic crime mastermind. He wants to watch the world burn. I don't want to see him trying to tell jokes and killing a Dateline TV host. That's not what I'm feeling. So,
I'm going to check it out.
Mark Hamill's the best Joker of all time. Hands down. I don't want to hear it. That's not even an argument to have. Maybe we can come back and visit that as an argument. Best Joker of all time.
Yeah, I want to do
that
would be a good one. Let me watch this one first, then we'll
come back to that one.
Yeah.
That's a great follow-up. So get your votes in early on the best Joker then. So with that being said, I think that's enough. Did y'all enjoy this podcast?
Great job, man. I think we came to agreement on everything, you know. Michael Keaton.
Adam West is still great though. Probably just a little more great than you think.
Great, man.
Alright, so for those who have been listening, thank you for listening to all of it, an hour and a half plus of greatness. Don't forget, make your voices heard on Facebook. Let me know who your favorite Batman is, who your favorite Spider-Man is. How about you even do the extra? Who you think won the arguments in general? Who had the better argument to defend their favorites?
Me.
Lies. So let your voices be heard on the Facebook or the email. Email is at the FM Bob Show. FM Bob Show. Thank you. I'm going to never remember the email address. fmbobshow@gmail.com. Email's always in the description, so it's just a click away. Make sure you follow on Facebook. Make sure you are listening on all of the streaming services. I'm on everything. It's not hard to find. Share with your friends.
I'm going to follow you. I'm going to see what it do.
You on the show. You better be following. Oh, quick announcement. For those who haven't been paying attention, I'm on YouTube. Ha ha! Ha ha! So let's go subscribe on YouTube as well. And
hit that button.
Hit the button, like the bell, whatever. What is it?
Hit the bell.
Like the bell.
Hit the bell, like the bell. Thumbs up, comment.
Thumb and hit the bell.
I'm not going to be good at this. This is going to be terrible.
Yeah.
I'm not a YouTuber by a long shot. Go on YouTube and look up F and Bob Show. It's real easy to find. Mike and all are still the same. Videos are coming soon. February 20th, you will see the first video. And I got a surprise for the first video. We doing a PS5 unboxing. Your boy done snatched up a PlayStation 5.
Where you get it at?
I got it. That's all that matters.
Hey.
The boy was able to snatch up one, and I ain't had to pay a scalper $1,000. I got mine legit. Got mine super legit. So our first video will be an unboxing video. So make sure you watch and like, comment, do all that fancy stuff on YouTube. I'm not big enough yet to get past the algorithm, so be ready for that. And then F and Bob Twitch stream is coming up, so go to Twitch. F and Bob Show on Twitch as well. First stream is the 1st and 15th. Remember, all shows are the 1st and 15th. F&M streams. Super easy to remember. So follow me on Twitch. 1st and 15th is when I stream, fool. This is why this is why Ruckus, mind you, this is why Ruckus never on the show. Because his mind is 10 times worse than mine.
Yeah.
1st and 15th, the F&F streams. So, first stream is the 15th. New video on the 20th on YouTube. Get prepared, I told you. 2021 is the year to Bob. Alright, so, Facebook, email, like, share, subscribe, do all that fancy stuff. And I will see y'all next time on Tuesday. Well, Monday for the stream. I'll catch y'all on Monday for the stream.
Wow.
Alright, we'll see you then. Thank you for listening and get out of my house.